Now let us understand about asynchronous serial transfers. Asynchronous serial transfers. Now, so far we have seen how a transfer is going to happen parallelly in between two devices. Okay, our example is CPU and interface and the peripheral device, right? So now make a transfer in between interface and peripheral device. You have seen that between CPU and interface, we have used a bus system, right? In order to achieve the parallel transfer in between CPU and interface, we have used a bus system. But in between this interface to printer, you cannot see any bus system. Look at your configurations. Between CPU and any of the peripheral devices, there won't be any bus system. Rather, you can see just a single line. Okay, this single line can transfer only one bit at a time. One bit at a time. Okay, now there is no other way than transferring the data one bit at a time in between interface and a printer. Now again the terms will be the source and destination. Source and the destination. Since interface will act as a source and the printer will act as a destination in our example. Now there is no strobe, there is no destination, and there is no bus system, and there is nothing except a single line. Okay, in the single line, how many digits you can transfer? Only one digit you will get transferred. Let us see how the serial transfer is going to happen. Generally, whenever there is no transfer is happening in between these two, this line is said to be in one state. What is this one state? This line will transmit a sequence of ones, okay, from either of the ends. So this line will carry all the time one only. That is 1 1 1 1 1. This is being transferred, which means that there is no transfer is taking place. Okay, so again, whenever there is no transfer is happening, this line is said to be in one state. That means that some ones will get randomly transferred from either of the ends. Okay, so as long as the line is in one state, transfer is not happening. Now let us say the source want to transfer some byte to the destination. The byte is, let us say, 1011 1011. This byte has to be transferred. Okay, now if you want to transfer this byte, what you will have to do is this byte must be properly packed. Okay, so what is the package digits? That is a 0 in the beginning. That is, if you want to transfer a byte, first of all you transmit a 0. Okay, the moment you transmit a 0, that means that this 0 is followed by a byte, this one. Okay, then the destination, as long as ones are being transmitted, destination will feel that there is no transfer is happening. But the moment it receives a 0, the destination understands that one transfer has been initiated. Okay, and then it starts accepting the byte right after this 0 digit. This 0 digit is not a part of a byte, so it will receive 0 and it throws the 0 off, because this 0 is not a part of a byte, rather it is the starting digit to say that the transfer has been initiated. Then it accepts 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1. After receiving 8 digits, then the transfer is completed. But hold on, there is something else is needed to be discussed. That is, starting bit is a 0, but once after the byte has been finished, there has to be an ending digit also. The ending digits will be 2 ones. Normally a single one also be fine, but generally the packaging digits will be a 0 in the beginning and 2 ones in the ending. So once again, when source wants to send the data, this is the byte. This byte will be padded or packaged by using a 0 in the beginning, 2 ones in the ending. The destination doesn't reciprocate to the ones. Okay, as long as this line is carrying ones, the destination understands that there is no transfer. Now this byte is needed to be transferred. What is the package digit? 0 in the beginning. It's a starting bit. The moment 0 has been sent and received by the destination, then destination will be ready to receive the data. What is the data? This byte. The moment destination receives the byte, it checks for the ending digits also. Those are 2 ones, which means that the moment it receives 2 ones, which means that the byte has been properly transferred. Okay, so if you want to transfer the data, so this is the byte, let us say a 0 should be put in the beginning. Okay, a single one or 2 ones must be in the ending. Okay, the moment destination receives this 0, then it counts the digit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Total it has to be 8, but here it is shown 7. Okay, so total 8 digits it count. After 8 digits, it will also search for 2 ones. Okay, then the package has been completed. It is going to accept the byte, which is equal to 8 digits. But let us say this byte is not padded with a 0 in the beginning or 2 ones in the ending. What does it mean? It means that there is an error. This is the data packet, which is equal to 8 bits. Initially, there should be a 0 followed by 2 ones. If the destination doesn't see a 0 here, meaning the byte hasn't been started properly, so it won't accept this byte. Let us say that the 0 is padded in the beginning, but after the byte, there are no 2 ones, which means that the package is wrong. Will you accept an online package if it is tampered? No, you don't, because there is an error. There has been error either from the source end or in between the transportation. The package must be properly packed if you want to receive, right? Then the package digits must be, in this case, 0 in the beginning, 2 ones in the ending. Now, asynchronous serial transfer employs special bits which are inserted at the both ends of the character code. Character code is equal to 80 digits. Each character consists of 3 parts: starting bit 0, data bits 8, stop bits 2 ones. A character can be detected by the receiver from the knowledge of 4 rules. The first rule is, when the data is not being sent, the line is kept in one state, the idle state, meaning some ones are being transmitted. Some ones will get transmitted. 1 1 1 1, which means that there is no transfer. Next thing is, the character bits always follow the starting digit, which is a 0. The initiation of the character transmission is detected by a start bit, which is always a 0. The character bit always follow the start bit, that is equal to 0. After the last bit, a stop bit is detected when the line returns to the one state for at least 1 bit time. Okay, meaning at least there has to be a single one or 2 ones, which means that line is returning back to one state. Mind you, if there is no transfer, there will have to be a sequence of ones transmitted, right? That is the only reason we are going to insert 2 ones to say that the byte is finished. If you want to start a new byte, again the byte must be padded with a 0 in the beginning and 2 ones in the ending. These packaging digits, they are called either padded digits or framing digits. Okay, this is the thing.